And thank you, Pat. And some very strong messages for all of us, actually, in relation to 5 key areas of resilience I was really interested in, and the importance you stress on relationships, which I think in an Irish context is always important. Thank you, Pat. Okay, my next 2 presenters are Andy and Sean. On the extreme right from the end of the panel, they're going to present from the panel table. For those who are, Andy and Sean are from Narcotics Anonymous, and for those who are watching through a live stream, the camera won't, for obvious reasons of the presentation, be on Andy and Sean, but those on live stream will hear their presentation. Andy and Sean, over to you. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Good morning, everybody. My name is Sean, and this is Andy. We're both members of Narcotics Anonymous, recovering drug addicts with many years of clean time, which is what we define as abstinence from all forms of mood-altering drugs. So before I go into the presentation, I'm just going to explain a little bit about what we're here to do. We're here to give you information about our organization. We, as an organization, do not offer or have any opinions on any outside issues. So we're not here to lobby or to give any opinions about any of the many issues that will be discussed here today. Our only desire is that, as an organization, is that we help carry the message of Narcotics Anonymous. And the message of Narcotics Anonymous is that an addict, any addict, can stop using drugs, lose the desire to use, and find a new way to live. So for that reason, we don't want to dilute that message, we don't want to be distracted from that message, so we don't have an opinion on outside issues. It's also the reason why we maintain anonymity at the level of press, radio, and films. We don't want the organization to be associated with any identifiable individuals. And by the same token, if anybody was watching this or listening to this who may think about joining Narcotics Anonymous at some point in the future, we can assure them that you will not need to identify yourself as a member of Narcotics Anonymous at the level of press, radio, and film. So that's why we maintain our anonymity. So, I hope this button is going to work now. The origin of our name, just basically what the presentation will be is I'm going to give a little bit of historical context. Andy will talk about what NA is and go through a bit of a survey that was an informal survey that was conducted of our membership, and then I'll end up the proceedings talking about how we can and do cooperate with professionals in the drug treatment field. We were originally called Narcotics. The organization stemmed from actually a guy called Jimmy Kinnan, Jimmy K, born in Paisley, Scotland, of Irish parents, who was a member of AA in Sun Valley in California in the early 50s, but realized that it wasn't exactly what he needed to address his drug addiction issues, so started an organization which, with the very kind permission of Alcoholics Anonymous, we're allowed to adapt their 12 steps and a lot of their material into our own organization. It is a non-drug specific program, so we welcome anybody who takes any kind of drug or who has a problem with any kind of drug, be it legal, illegal. We consider alcohol to be a drug, so we don't differentiate between, even though the name may suggest street drugs, we don't differentiate between any of the drugs that people have problems with. We are happy to help anybody. And as it says on the bottom, it's a program of complete abstinence from all mood-altering substances. We started in Ireland in 1979. The first meetings were held in the old Rutland Centre in Clondalkin. There was a slow growth until the publication of the basic text in 1983, which led to an explosive growth all over the world, really, of Narcotics Anonymous meetings. And as of this month, last month, there are now 237 physical weekly meetings in Ireland, which covers both North and South, and 80 online meetings. We have 30 meetings in prisons and treatment centres. So I'm going to hand over to Andy now.
So NA is a vital resource. The therapeutic value of one addict helping another, peer-based recovery. We have a suggested program of the 12 steps. I don't know if people are familiar with the 12 steps, but it's kind of broadly known in the recovery business at the moment. So it's a suggested program of recovery through the 12 steps. It's a complementary resource for treatment professionals for the continuing care of their clients, and It is an immediate recovery process that professionals can recommend to their clients. So the primary vehicle for delivering the NA message of recovery is the Narcotics Anonymous meeting. So 2 or more NA members gathering together constitute a meeting. Meetings promote an atmosphere of recovery from drug dependence. Members share their personal experiences with addiction and recovery. Experienced older members support newer members on a sponsorship basis, which is informal and voluntary, like all of our programme. And any meetings are self-supporting by those who choose to contribute, but there are no fees or dues. So anybody is welcome to attend, and you do not have to pay. And then there are guidelines on how to conduct an NA meeting. They're available. Sean might talk about that at the end if we have a bit of time. So to sum up that, the NA meeting, the primary vehicle for delivering the NA message of recovery. NA meetings provide an environment with which people can help one another stop using drugs and learn to live drug-free. So this informal 2018 membership survey that we conducted, it's carried out biannually at our World Convention, but it's very informal and it's not scientific, but it just gives a little bit of a snapshot. The 55% rated their first NA meeting as important or very important. The top 3 influences to attend their first NA meeting is another NA member, treatment counselling agency, and the 3 is family. Members surveyed averaged 2.19 meetings per week. There is the gender breakdown, which is approaching 50-50 these days. It was heavily male to female, but as the fellowship grows, it's becoming closer to 50-50. The age range is there. You can see this data is kind of skewed because it's taken out of World Convention, where it would be generally more older people, older members and settled members in the recovery that would be attending.
And I think anecdotally, which is all we can offer in terms of Ireland, the age range would skew quite a bit younger, so we'd have a lot more members in their 30s.
Okay. The areas of improvement in people's lives and family relationships, social connectedness, hobbies and interests, stable housing, employment and education advancement are all there. And back to you.
So we cooperate with professionals. We run meetings in treatment centres and in prisons. We cooperate but are not affiliated with any of these organisations. And the way in which we cooperate is that we offer Narcotics Anonymous meetings. We don't directly interact with professionals in terms of their treatment. So we would never meet with a professional and discuss a client or anything like this. We're completely independent and operate, as an adjunct to whatever treatment program that they're also running. These are some of the benefits to clients that are in treatment.
Just 2 minutes, Sean.
Thank you. We feel very strongly that the program of recovery that is on offer in NA meetings is one that is based in the community rather than people who are taken out of the community, so that people are encouraged to take part in their lives and attend as many meetings as they feel that they need to in the course of their life. It is an ongoing peer-based support network. There are no professionals, there are no counsellors, there are no kind of leaders as such. Every single person in NA is a recovering drug addict, and all of the services that we provide to other addicts and the kind of internal services are all done on a voluntary basis. We have NA literature in all kinds of languages. We've also generated a couple of local pamphlets. We have one on parents and carers attending meetings. There are people are given key tags to mark periods of clean time, and when we did this a couple of years ago, we were able to get, from the last 4 years, we have Irish language key tags, which is something we're quite proud of.
Just 1 minute, Sean.
Thank you. And this is how you contact NA. So you can get copies of this presentation, you can get copies of the survey, you can get copies of any of our literature. What I omitted to put up there is the email address, which is info@na-ireland.ie. narcoticsanonymous.ie. The shop is open. We don't just sell literature to our members, we also sell it to libraries and institutions, prison libraries, basically whoever would like it or feel that it would benefit their clientele. And we also, as we're doing today, make presentations to professionals and to any other interested bodies. So we thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.